يلا على اللقا. علاء يلا. ما بدي امشي قدامك الفيديو، بدي يجيب فيك علاء. يلا على اللقا. لا لسه منك على علاء خفيت. علاء امشي هيك كل شوي نزل اجريك. ماي جاد. علاء there's nothing wrong with the bike. يلا على اللقا. بده يخبط العالم. علاء he's new. علاء كده قتلته للزلمه. ابراهيم علاء خفف الفريم اللي على الشمال. عقيري لا وقف، قالك وقف.
لا اسبقني.
انا اصرخ لي بس ابطل فيك. ابراهيم يلا اعطيناك. Sup, bro?
شو؟ هذا توجعك؟
شو كثير سريع هذا مثل الغيرة.
ما بتوقف شوي
مين؟ علاء؟
لا ما هي شوية تقيسة.
ايه كثير.
You can adjust it probably.
بلا بكره بالليل ان شاء الله. قد كان اليوم؟
Tired. I want to enjoy it more.
شو عم يعمل لك؟ صغار فاهم؟ انا بستعمل دي ورا، انت شو بتستعمل؟ انت باك ولا قدام؟ انت قدام ولا ورا بتعمل؟ انا بستعمل ورا.
Doesn't matter.
ورا اضبط. انا قدام معي منه منيح حتى ليك.
What's order then?
الورا نقفك دغري. بدك تطلع الفرق ليك، عم بنزل هيك بستعمل قدام still going، اللي ورا هوب. حسب ما بعرف، جرب. شو؟
So, alright, so just come for that. Alright, so this is the first stop. So, where we are right now is Clarke Quay. Okay, so just want to tell you how the development of Singapore was here back in the day. So, last time there was this gentleman by the name of Sir Stamford Raffles. Have you heard about him? Alright, okay. So what Sir Stamford Raffles, he was actually a government official in the East India Company. It's one of the most well-known company. Have you heard of it? East India Company. Okay, so it's actually one of the well-known, most famous companies right now. So what he did was he actually introduced the trading culture here in Singapore. So over here, what we have is the Singapore River. So when he came here in the 1820s, sorry, the reason he came here was because he wanted to expand the East India Company in Asia. So he actually came across Singapore. And why he chose Singapore was, for example, this is Singapore. On the top, we have the Malaysia. Below, we have the Sumatra Islands. And on the right, we have Indonesia. So if you notice, we're actually quite protected in terms of the graphical location, right?
Yes.
So that is why up until this day, Singapore has not experienced any natural disaster. The only disaster which we are experiencing is the heat. So if you come probably like, do you experience the heat wave?
Yeah,
The
it's
heat
really
of
hot.
Singapore. Yeah, so if you notice, it's really hot in Singapore.
Yeah.
So that is the only disaster which we have right now. So other than that, we are good to go. So if you notice, you see the Marina Bay Sands?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Marina Bay Sands, on the top, it actually looks like the ship,
Shit, yeah.
right?
Yes.
So what the story is, last time back in the day, the big ships, or which they actually hold all the cargo, they will actually come and anchor down over there. Over there, they will use these junk boats, alright? They will go up and down and unload
Unload
cargo
the
and bring
goods.
it up to the warehouse. Do you see the coloured walls over there in the back?
Yes.
Yellow, pink, blue. So there were shop houses back in the day. but just to retain its culture, it has already changed to bars, house shops, you know. So what they do is they would, like you said, they will transport the goods up and down, and goods like spices, rice, and even opium. Because why? The workers who were used to actually carry or unload all these goods were actually from China. The China laborers, they were called the coolies, C-O-O-L-I-E-S, so they are called coolies. So for every bag of, for example, a bag of rice or a bag of spice, for example, for every sack which they carry, they will exchange it for one stick. Right. So what they do is, at the end of the day, after collecting all the sticks, they will actually exchange it for money. Because the rate was for every one stick is 1 cent. So you can get a bowl of rice for 3 cents back in the day.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is how the culture of Singapore has changed in terms of the trading. So when Singapore got its independence in 1965, probably in 1977, this place was so filthy, it was so smelly, there was a lot of squatters over here. So our founding father, Prime Minister Lee, what he did was he actually took the job and said that, you know, we got to clean this up. So it took approximately 10 years, and it cost $10 million just to clean this area. So as you can see, it's clear now. Before that, it was squatters, foul smell. Because, you know, if Singapore were to be a trading area, you know, we got to, yes, like you
Look
said,
nice.
we got to present it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this is how it has been right now. So yeah, you want to take a picture over here? Do you have a camera? Oh, it's just going to be on the GoPro.
On the GoPro.
Ah,
I left the camera back, so my back can be hurt.
هذه أنا
علاء شوي شوي ايه استعمل فريماتك. تحت يلا عندهم ورا. دون يلا نو قدامي قدامي قدامي. Let's go. Stop علاء. الله علاء فريماتك اللي فجأة ما حلوين. You know it's on video, right? تعرف انه it's on video. شو؟ No. No.
Okay, so do you see the building which is painted in green? Yeah. Alright, so that is a HDB house. Or that is a HDB, or in the one painted in green, the building. So it actually stands for Housing Development Board. Okay, so what it does is actually houses Singaporeans. Okay, the reason why we hold our houses upwards is because Singapore has little land, right? If you notice, so
Yes.
since we have little land, we don't have the luxury of spreading our private houses, so we go up. Yes.
Exactly.
So that is just part of the, in fact, a policy which the government makes, which is that everyone in Singapore should actually own a house. Yeah, so if they can't own a house, the government makes sure that it actually has a roof over their head. So meaning to say you can actually rent a house, or the government will actually put means and ways to actually help you out. Alright, so we actually go by sizes like 1 room flat, 2 room, 3 room. Are you guys familiar with that?
Yes.
Yeah, so how much does a house cost in Lebanon?
It depends on the place, where, and depends on the size and the quality. So let's say downtown Tripoli, not Beirut, not the capital, another city, second major city, Tripoli. Downtown, it costs about 600,000
600,000?
US dollars.
Okay.
From 500 to 600, that's the range.
So depending on the location also, right?
Yeah, this is on location. لا طرابلس. Yeah. أنا باجي سيتي كومبلكس about لا سيتي كومبلكس تحت 700 وشوي. لا يعني 650. Yeah.
Okay, because over here in Singapore,
بيت عم تفيدها 600.
a 5 room
500.
flat can, same price, it can cost up to actually 500,000 to probably 500,000.
How many rooms?
There's a 5 room. 5 room. And if there's an executive, 5 room executive, it can go up to 600,000. So you can go, probably there's a size. And the size is also roughly, you see the yellow box over here?
Yellow box?
So let's go for that.
Okay. Please على فريمات خفف.
شوي على البيت عليه.
Yeah, so a 5 room flat can go up to this big, and a 1 room flat can go up to one portion of it. So the big square box is just divided into 4. So it can go up to that small. And for a car in Singapore, it's actually quite
Expensive the cars.
expensive. Yes. So,
You need to have a MC,
COE. So you know
COE.
about the COE?
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah. So a COE, do you know what a COE is?
Yeah, the guy.
Okay, so it's like he said, a COE just entitles you to actually own a car. Sorry, it actually gives you the permission to actually drive on the road. So So it can cost up to, there's a bidding exercise, so it can go up to 50,000, 60,000, and on top of the price of the car, it can cost up to $100,000 just for the car. And
For a normal car.
for a normal car, and also it applies for motorbikes. The COE also applies for motorbikes. So now Singaporeans are smart. If they don't go for the car, they go for the motorbike.
Now plus
Yeah, but now they are pumping. The government is actually, increasing the price. The reason is behind because they need to control the population of the cars in Singapore. Because we have a small road. Right. So how much does a car in Lebanon cost?
Well, we are expensive, but not as much as here. Yeah.
That's what a lot of people say.
Yeah. So in the US is cheaper. Yes.
cheaper than
Right. Like the price of one car in Singapore, we're gonna get
So let's say this is Lamborghini.
correct, yeah. Lamborghini in Singapore is no point because every 10 seconds you give a red light.
Yeah.
So
Just to show off.
Yes, correct. That's what even Singaporeans say. Oh, these all people show off.
Yeah.
Because they can't, you can't keep the top speed. Yeah, so that is the reason why. But Singaporeans love their cars no matter what. They will try to own them. See. Okay. So where we're gonna go now is we're just gonna go straight. After which, all the way straight, I'll guide you guys. Alright?
Okay.
No, Singapore doesn't have bike lanes. We have park connectors, which actually, is dedicated to sharing of pedestrians and bikes. But over here, so we'll just go for the fresh new green man.
Yes.
Right?
لا لا هلا لك حينطر الجرين مان الثاني ما هذا. يا علاء عليك فريم علاء ما تخبطوا. ما فينا بلاك. يس.
Oh, come on, man. Give me some slack. We have each other to help each other.
Halfway across the road. 12-hour, yeah, there's a 12-hour difference. 6:15 right now, PM, and 6:15 AM. So.
You got a jet lag or something?
I'm doing fine. I'm surprisingly right now I'm doing fine. Maybe because I slept late, but مش نعسان. على يلا. شوي على
no time. كنت ترافيك ما فيني ويت. يلا انزل. وينو علاء؟ وينو الحبولة؟ ليك هو. يلا اسبقوني. يلا. يلا طاو. بدك بكره ويكند.
I will let you guys know when we're going to make the turn. Alright, so just follow me behind. Everything will be okay, alright? So we have a bus lane, so don't worry. There's no buses behind right now. So let's go, alright?
يلا علاء. واو. هلا مشية هون زخبطنا السيارة خصوصي البورش. We can't afford. Chinatown. ابراهيم لك السيارة the 435i. My favorite car 640. ايري. الصينيين عندهم مصاري يعني كتير. تحط 635i و 640i جنب بعضهم بدك كتير مصاري هون. لا COE. So هذيك قد حقها. واو. Thank you. Up yours. يلا شباب، اخذ الشرموطة سبقنا. اوكي. Really?
We have done it for a few times, so don't worry. Yeah, no worries.
Virtually no crime rate.
That's like one of the lowest countries.
It's not. Even I think this on and off you are really.
But how about you can pass it to me? I'll carry for you.
Oh,
No,
alright.
no.
No worries, no worries.
Okay.
I'll keep it.
حط على الدسبير.
ده هيدي يمكن ياخدوها.
بياخدوا هيدي ما هو ياخدوا.
Easier. اخذ شرموط. بدي احكي على الكاميرا. استعمل نفتني بالفريمات تبعولك.
pause it for you? Stop it?
لا ليه؟ بس هلا تعال قد ايه بطارية؟
منيحة.
منيحة؟
كيف شكلي على بدنا حمام اليوم.
حمامان. خلاص هذا ما راح البسه كان. عملوا باز ولا؟
انتبه انت، انا هلا ماشي طبيعي، وقف طبيعي. هلا
الشوب بتختنق.
شبه اللمبة.
شو؟
شبه اللمبة. هيك مع الكاميرا.
Pass me your.
We can carry.
No, they can. Let me do it for you.
Thank you.
Now we're.
So this is Chinatown.
Chinatown.
Where I'm going to bring you is the Sri Mariamman Temple.
Mhm.
Okay, the Indian temple.
Indian
It's
temple.
one of the oldest temples in Singapore.
Gotcha.
So we can go in front. So you can hear the trumpets, the beating.
تبغى خط الكاميرا؟ ايه
خط الكاميرا تبعتي؟
ليه شو؟
لا بس كده كتير تقيلة على ظهرك تمشي فيها ايه؟
Alright, let's go. So there's a little temple in Chinatown. Yeah. So that is the beauty of Singapore.
Yeah.
Despite calling it Chinatown,
Well, there's.
we have temple, the Chinese temple.
Mhm.
We have an Indian temple, and the mosque is just up ahead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a temple right here. بهاي الكاميرا منيحة. نعم فوت.
Shoes?
Alright.
I hope your shoes are not expensive. Oh. just joking. It's okay.
It's safe عليك خلاص.
It's safe, relax.
لا عم نزح على
There was once Tony parked his bike here.
Yeah.
I think someone went to pray for a new bike, and the God answered their prayer.
Wow.
So they took the bike.
Jeez.
Looks like a gift.
Is it fine with the Cooper? Like Ali, smoking? Oh, the purchase a ticket.
So where we are right now is the Sri Mariamman Temple. So back in the day when Sir Stamford Raffles came for the second time, he brought along his Indian club, who's Indian, by the name of Pillay, P-I-L-L-A-I. So when Pillay followed Sir Stamford Raffles to Singapore, he noticed that there was a number of Indian community. There was a large Indian community here. So he requested for the government to actually open a temple. But back in the day, the land was small. If you follow me, you can see how small.
خلاص عيب عليك. Yeah.
The grass patch, that was how small it was back in the day. So only
التمبل من زمان قد كبير. بس ما في حشيش يعني.
Alright, so what the Pillay did was to actually put the deity Sri Mariamman. They believe that Sri Mariamman helps in bringing health to the person, because Indian believes if you have health, you can work for long, longevity will come along, wealth will come along. So Sri Mariamman prevents illnesses. So if you want to take a look at Sri Mariamman, the deity actually at the center. You see a small idol at the center?
Yeah.
That is Sri Mariamman.
Oh wow.
What the Hindus or what the believers would do is they will walk all the way up to the red and white steps over there. Alright? So at the red and white steps, they will offer their offerings to the monk. So the one wrapped in cloth. Alright? So yeah, the monk will be wrapped in a cloth. So they will offer things like milk, lights, fruit, flowers. So these are offerings given to the deity. And in return, the monk will anoint them with a red dye. So the red dye signifies that they have been blessed by the god. So this is what they are going to do. This is one of the processions. If you were to come on the weekend, it's going to be a very long queue. So you guys came at the right time. Alright.
What is it?
That's a monk.
Oh really? هذيك الزلمة المونك. شو المونك بالعربي؟
Monk?
يا قل له.
Families will come here to have like a gathering or to actually pray for their whatever wishes which they have to their respective God. So, like you said, offerings come in many forms. Like for example, this God over here, the stone over here. All right. So what they do is the offering for this God or this deity is coconut. So what they do is they will smash the coconut onto this rock. So the bigger the splash, the higher chance of the god accepting their request.
Interesting.
Yeah, so this is every time, if you were to come here, there will be coconuts over here. So usually what they will do is they will clean up. Now because it's in the afternoon, so but in the morning they will actually do
لسه بيعملوا هيك يا.
So let's take a walk over here. So as you can see, remember the earlier on the building with the green painting? That was a HDB flat. So over there, right in front of you, is another form of HDB flat. So at every level, around 10 families to 8 families are living in one level.
Wow.
So what the government do is actually at every level, the government ensures that there's an equal number of racers living in the same floor. Like this is to ensure, you know, not prevent. Yes, to make sure that there's a harmony practice in Singapore. Like for me, I have I'm considered a Malay. Then I have 3 other Chinese. Like for Tony, he has, you know, 1 Indian, 1 Malay, and 2 Chinese. So the government actually makes it a point, you know, to ensure that there's an equal number of race to prevent people like saying, no, this is a Chinese floor, it's an Indian floor. So this is
so it's diversified.
correct. So this diversification between all the races. And even when we are small in primary school, like for myself, even there are also an equal number of races. Of course, there will be a higher Chinese also, because you know Chinese here, there's 70% of the race in Singapore is Chinese. Around 20% belongs to the Malay. Well, probably 11% belongs to the Indians, and the rest is Eurasians. Have you heard of Eurasians?
Oh.
Yeah, so Eurasians are, you know, races are actually European people. They come to Asia and they have a family here. So their kids are called Eurasians.
Asians, yeah.
So Singapore is full of all these mixtures of races. So yeah, that's
Nice.
so back in the day, we actually have our own fair share of war. We actually have not say war, but racial riots. So every once a year, we as Singaporeans, what we do is we commemorate Racial Harmony Day. Because during the racial riot, there was a fight between the Malays and the Chinese. So it's just to commemorate that, you know, to ensure that we do not make this happen again. We celebrate Racial Harmony Day. So it's just a commemoration. Yeah, so if you notice also a lot of cows are around in the temple, right?
Yeah.
You know why?
Why?
Okay, so cows are actually a sacred animal in the Indian community.
Yeah.
So have you been to India?
No, but we've learned this in school before.
Yeah, so correct. Like the one you said, it gives, correct, it gives luck. Second is also was because in India, if you see a traffic jam, it's not an accident. It's actually a cow that's sitting in the middle of the road. So they will actually give way to the cow, and they will only move until the cow moves. So there's so much respect. So one is because it gives milk. Second is because it gives meat. You know, it's a source of food for people. And second is when they pronounce moo, the Indian believes is a pronunciation of ma. So when they say moo, to Indian it's like ma, the calling of a mom. So that is why the cows are a very sacred animal in the Indian community.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Pretty interesting. Very. Jag vill fira. Genom Ilevis. Is this considered a high tier?
Singapore is, Sri Mariam is one of the highest in fact. It's here because one of the oldest also. So there's a lot of public funding from the people. As time goes by, it goes up and up and up.
No lost shoes. $4 $5 الأوبر بس 5 yeah شوف هذا كمان بدي الصورة هذا. شو؟ خلاص على بحال لازم تتحرم على تبعتهم خلاص. مو مستحكم بها جوا خلاص. محترم لهم خلاص يا بهاء. سوري خلاص فاهم والله انا فاهم انت منك فاهم. Yeah, all by ourselves here. No pants for this trip. No, no. Oh, the AC. The AC. Sean.
It gets hot during the day, it doesn't get into like the 30s. But at night it drops down to like 15 or something. Singapore in the summer. And I went there going to baseball.
Singapore, last time, we had this culture called street hawking. Are you familiar with that term? So it's like what it does is they sell food along the streets. So
like food cart?
Yeah, like something like a food court. But last time it was along the street. So what the government did was, because of this unhygienic practice and it actually has a lot of illnesses and cause diseases, what the government did was actually clean up the whole area, so they actually banned street hawking. But what it did was it actually open up a street like this behind you, so it actually allows the people to carry on their business. So later on, we will go to Chinatown Complex and we will see a glimpse of how it is like now. Even though so long ago, like when Singapore gained independence, so probably the major transformation happened between the 1960s, from 1965 to the 1970s, in 1975.
So do they open these roads or not?
No, this is permanently closed.
These look pretty like renovated.
Well maintained. So yeah, because what it does is it actually closed down, for example, for a major wash day. So it closed down for 1 week, it will wash the whole area and it opens the following week. So because it's actually a policy, if you want to do street hawking, make sure you keep the area clean. Alright, so don't worry, I'll show you an example of a food court.
تقرب الكف. بتقرب الكف.
شيل الفيديو عم تعمل ليه؟ سبيت مسبة كبيرة. بس لا بنعملها honestly bad. I don't think they can hear. The waterproof case is really bad.
So where we are right now, gentlemen, is back in the day is called the Street of Death. So this was called the Street of Death. So why is because if you remember, I said earlier on whereby the Chinese
conflict.
Sorry?
Racial conflict.
No. It was remember when I said that the Chinese laborers will come here in Singapore to work. Alright, so what we do is in China, a practice if someone dies, they will actually mourn for their death for 7 days. So it's a practice. So the more mourners you have, it shows how high the status of a person. So over here, when they came here to Singapore, they were actually the China laborers will actually live along the street. And their living conditions wasn't that good. You see up there, the housing, the small window. Alright, so that is just a small window, and the size of the house is. Do you see the door behind you? So probably two door widths, and it's probably 8 inches deep. So, and guess how many people will live inside?
8.
6 people. Close, not bad. So 6 people will live inside. So how they sleep is 3 aside, and they actually sleep like a triple decker.
Ah, trop non.
Yeah, so the top one could be facing the ceiling. Yeah, close to the ceiling. So when they work here, they will so when they come here, of course they are afraid of dying. So if I die, who will mourn for me? You know, who will do? I have no one there. My family is back in China, right? So the shop houses here last time were all funeral shops. They actually this funeral shop actually has this kind of services. So what they will do is they will go to these funeral shop houses. They will go to them and say, okay, I'm going to work here for 10 years. In that 10 years, if anything happens to me, I want you to hire professional mourners. Meaning, I want you to hire a wife, probably 7 sons, 1 daughter, and what they will do is they will actually mourn for this guy. So the funeral house will actually pay these professional mourners who has no relative connection and just mourn for them. It's just a sign, and it's just a status. So correct. So at the end, so every year they will actually pay them half. So if they die, the procession will carry on. But if they don't, you can keep the money as a tip, and I'll head back home. So that is why this was called the street of death, because everywhere was just funeral houses offering this kind of services. Alright, so if not, let's proceed on. Now it has become a shopping district. Have you tasted durian before?
What is it?
Durian.
No.
Oh. It's like a Singapore. Do you see the fruit behind it?
Yeah. Can we get one? Let's get one.
This is just the ice cream. You see the fruit? The spiky green color
Yeah,
fruit
oh yeah,
on the
yeah.
machine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is called a durian.
Durian, alright.
So, how long have you
Dragon
been
fruit
using
somewhere?
it? Sorry?
Like a dragon fruit?
It's called the king of fruits. If you notice, there's actually a smell, like a very pungent smell. That is the smell of a durian. Some might like it, some might not like it. Yeah, so how long have you been staying here?
No, it's looking.
Geylang Serai? Have you seen that kind of food? Geylang.
Oh.
If you were to take a train from Paya Lebar, take a train and the green line, stop at Paya Lebar. So probably it's tomorrow maybe. Tomorrow there's a lot of there's a Malay community area in Paya Lebar, Geylang. There's a lot of halal food, so Malay food, and also there's a lot of durian stalls along the road, so you can actually enjoy your durian along the road. So it's worth a try.
Now, and usually in the street you can't eat and walk, right?
You can eat and walk as long as you're not blocking other people's way. So it shouldn't be a problem. Because the durian vendors, it actually has an area for you to actually sit and eat. Alright, so this is where Chinatown Complex is. Chinatown, so have you walked around Orchard Road? Alright, so maybe during your time here, you can walk around Orchard Road. So Orchard Road is like the shopping district in Singapore. So Orchard Road is a reflection of our generation, but my family generation is also Orchard Road. So it was what we have here in the middle floor. They sell textiles and hardware. On the bottom, we actually sell the wet market.
لا بخليه اكتبوا له.
And on the top, they actually sell the hawker center food. So if you notice, the cooked food and the wet food or the raw food are separated because it's a policy that if you want to do this, make sure it's separated to prevent cross-contamination. Alright? So that is why. So let's take a walk inside.
It's in the Gulf. He was up on me.
ايه ما بقلبه اكله ما فيني شمه في نظافة مش تطلع الريحة اللي على النظافة ما بقلبه ليك ما فيني لا ابراهيم اكيد بدي اورجيك انه بلدهم احلى بلد انت كمان رؤسه على وضعه انه اكيد يورجيك بلدهم انه احلى بلد نعم هل هذا المنظر بكون هي بالفيديو يعني مثلا حسسني ما في غير مثلا كبر نظيفة ما عم تفهم انت شو علي ابراهيم لا خلاص ابراهيم كمان جرانوي they believe that it actually brings health benefits. So actually it's good for athletes. Actually helps to reduce inflammation, you know, and the short beside it actually self-tells us. So we keep them as pets, but over here also they actually use it as a Chinese medication because tortoise actually helps in asthma. So between Chinese medication and Western medication, because these two different things. But actually, as time goes by, they're actually trying to use it. Our local hospitals here, actually use acupuncture. Yeah, the Chinese medication, to actually treat patients also. So it's actually a fusion here in Singapore. So we actually have a farm here in Singapore because just to meet the demands of the consumption, at the end of the day, they will just come here, sell them. So it's actually very interesting. So you're quite lucky, they're actually quite open. They're still just washing the clothes. Okay, thank you. Do you get that in Lebanon? No. لا بس انا مشرح على فكرة اتفاضع بلبنان بالجامعة حامل اللي عنده هناك ذكرتهم دغري قربت بينطوا كتير اوضح لك انت فمن هيك كنت عم مسكر just imagine food selling across the streets here. I'm sure you guys don't want to eat, right? No. So, let me take you upstairs to the food outlet. شبهها ما دور ليه؟ ما كتير عجبتني انت
عالم هلا ما بدي يشتغلوا هون هيك بده يدرسوا يغيروا. نحكي عن هدول شغلات المحلات هدول عم يسحبوا السوق.
Over here is just all the what the typical Singaporean dish we actually like, right? So you want to walk around or let's carry on proceed on? Proceed on? Alright. Are you guys planning to go Sentosa?
Yeah, we rehearsal.
Sentosa is a good place. It's actually it's a weekday, right?
Is it?
Are you guys going tomorrow? Oh, it's a weekend. It's Saturday.
Is it cold on that weekend?
Saturday is not too bad. You will definitely expect a crowd, but the crowd is not crowded on the weekend. So Saturday is just like so what I suggest is go there early.
Friday.
Not too bad. But
Easier than today.
Friday and Saturday. But it's not too bad. But don't go on Sunday.
Monday.
Sorry? Monday is a good day. Then Monday.
百貨公司多多嗰啲電樓梯一個上一個落嗰啲啦，好有車水咁樣一個上一個落。
إبراهيم شو كان عم بيقول؟ سبت ما حد ما تروحوا
ما تروحوا جماعة
والثاني إن شاء الله
معقولة جماعة أحسن والاثنين أحسن.
ليش؟ انت تعال نتحدث نكفي وي في تعال.
Middle Eastern restaurants. Yes, everything can book it, so you can actually do that. So you can go check it out, and maybe there are some shisha shops. You don't. Oh, in fact, recently Singapore actually out of ban shisha. Yeah. Have you been to? They said
ليك إبراهيم
shopping center. Really? Yeah, so you can actually drop there at 3 AM, 4 AM, they won't close. So my family sometimes, go there at 3, 4 AM just to walk around and we won't buy anything. So the weekends, there's a lot of things to sell over there. From food, to watches, to actually jewelry, everything is under one roof. You guys are everything on 24 hours. Yeah, so you don't get the 24 hours shopping center often, so Mustafa Center. But please go there on the weekend. Don't go on the weekend. It's going to be very crowded, especially on Saturday and Sunday. What's up? I'm not sure which is the correct size. I don't think it's exactly the same. Then how much? Large?
لقيت تبعت المقصورة؟
لا
انت في مكتوب؟
حطوها
اه كده
Use the banana. Is that large already?
كله لارج كله لارج. بقى انا كنت معي المكسورات اياهم.
علي لا
ايه
لا مو علي.
ايه
شرفك.
لانه هيدي كثير ضايقه على راسي.
جربها نشوف. على قصدك لا صار معك. عشان حطها على راسك نشوف. هي؟ ايش هي البطارية صارت 50 بس انا بتحرك عندك 1 battery left.
ايه turn it off turn it off.
I've got a question, if you'd hear me out. In your defense, you never had a chance. And so tell me straight, I won't go. This is our time now, I'm sure. Make no mistake, that we are closer than we're far. Embrace for impact, and fight your fears fire. Embrace for impact, I'm the future's engineer. And baby, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, and baby, I'm here, I'm here. I've got a question, if you'd hear me out. In your defense, you never had a chance. And so tell me straight, I won't go. This is our time now, I'm sure. Make no mistake, that we are closer than we're far. Fight your fears fire, embrace for impact. I'm